Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Reshma Tiwari with the evening news. The headlines. Indian Air Force celebrates its 90th anniversary, displays prowess with 80 military aircraft and helicopters in dazzling air show at Chandigarh. New weapons system branch of Indian Air Force to be set up. New combat uniform for Indian Air Force personnel unveiled. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Gujarat tomorrow. Developmental projects worth over 14,000 crore rupees to be launched. Union Home Minister Amit Shah calls for close cooperation between centre and states for the vision of drug-free India. 12 people killed in a road mishap on Mumbai-Aurangabad highway in Maharashtra. Coast Guard apprehends Pakistani boat with heroin worth 350 crore rupees off Gujarat coast. Several parts of North India witness heavy rainfall. Snowfall lashes higher reaches of Uttarakhand. And in women's cricket, India defeat Bangladesh by 59 runs in round-robin encounter of T20 Asia Cup in Sylhet. The Indian Air Force celebrated its 90th anniversary today. On the occasion, a ceremonial parade was held at the Air Force Station in Chandigarh. Chief of Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary inspected the parade, which was followed by a march past. The IAF put up a dazzling air show with a range of aircraft. In the afternoon, Air Force Day flypast took place over Sukhna Lake Complex. This was the first time that the annual parade and flypast are being held outside Delhi NCR. Nearly 80 military aircraft and helicopters participated in the flypast, which was attended by President Draupadi Murmu as the chief guest. She was accompanied by Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh. This time around, 75 aircraft and helicopters participated in the flypast, which commenced with an Akash Ganga team of paratroopers in AN-32 aircraft. Prachand, the recently inducted indigenously built light combat helicopter, showcased its aerial prowess in a three-craft formation. Earlier in the day, celebrations began in Chandigarh with a band march and parade. Addressing the gathering on the occasion, Indian Air Force Chief V.R. Chaudhary said the Indian Air Force has inherited the proud legacy curated by sheer hard work, perseverance and vision of their predecessors and the right to acknowledge the contribution of their veterans who chartered this course.
We are well and truly prepared to take on everything that comes our way, and the credit for that goes to all of you. The traditional domains of land, sea and air have expanded to include space and cyber. We are increasingly seeing the conversion of all these domains into one continuum in the form of hybrid warfare. The use of non-kinetic and non-lethal warfare to supplement kinetic means has changed the way wars will be prosecuted. Therefore, conventional systems and weapons will need to be augmented by modern, flexible and adaptive technology.
Air Chief Marshal Chaudhary said the induction of air warriors into the Indian Air Force through the Agnipath scheme is an opportunity for the Air Force to harness the potential of India's youth and channelize it towards the service of the nation.
Induction of air warriors into the Indian Air Force through the Agnipath scheme is a challenge for all of us. But more importantly, it is an opportunity for us to harness the potential of India's youth and channelize it towards the service of the nation. We have changed our operational training methodology to ensure that each Agniveer is equipped with the right skills and knowledge to start their career in the Air Force. In December this year, we would be inducting 3,000 Agniveer Vayu for their initial training. This number will only go up in the years to come to ensure adequate staffing. We are also planning on induction of women Agniveer starting next year. Creation of infrastructure is in progress and streamlining of trade structures is being finalized.
On the occasion, the central government approved the creation of a new weapons system branch in the Indian Air Force. The Chief of Air Staff said the branch will enhance the war-fighting capability of the force.
On this historic occasion, it is my privilege to announce that the government has approved the creation of a weapon system branch for the officers in the Indian Air Force. This is the first time since independence that a new operational branch is being created. This will essentially be for manning of 4 specialized streams of surface-to-surface missiles, surface-to-air missiles, remotely piloted aircraft, and weapon systems operators in twin and multi-crew aircraft. Creation of this branch would result in savings of over 3,400 crores due to the reduced expenditure on flying training.
The Chief of Air Staff also unveiled the new combat uniform for Air Force personnel today. The new combat uniform is believed to borrow features that were unveiled earlier this year by the Army. The new uniform's versatility also means it can be worn in different terrains, from the mountainous terrain of Kashmir to the vast coast of the Peninsula, from the jungles of the northeast to the deserts of Rajasthan. With this, all three arms of the Indian military have upgraded to disruptive digital patterns for camouflage uniforms. We bring you a report on the 90th anniversary of the Indian Air Force.
The Indian Air Force was officially established on the 8th of October 1932. Its first AC flight came into being on the 1st of April 1933 with 6 RAF trained officers and 19 Hawai Sepoys or air soldiers. On 1st April 1954, Air Marshal Subrata Mukherjee, one of the founding members of the Air Force, took over as the first Indian Chief of Air Staff. Earlier in post-independent India, the Indian Air Force sent pilots abroad to undergo the Pilot Attack Instructors or PAI course. From 1955 to 1871 was a period of turmoil. This was the time the Indian Air Force entered a new era with the acquisition of jet aircraft. The period also saw the two Indo-Pak wars, both of which were marked by the neutralization of Pakistani air efforts by the Indian Air Force. Today, the Indian Air Force is ranked the 4th largest operational air force in the world. Only the US, China and Russia are ahead of India. Indian Air Force have also included a significant number of women fighter pilots, women navigators and women officers who provide their services to the Indian Air Force. Even the Rafale fleet of the IAF has a woman fighter pilot. From the Congo crisis, the annexation of Goa, the Second Kashmir War, the Bangladesh Liberation War to the Kargil War, and the Balakot airstrike and the India-Pakistan standoff of 2019, the world has witnessed the saga of IAF's unflinching valor for a number of times. With Suparna Bhatia, this is Saira Mushtaba, AIR News.
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Home Minister Amit Shah have greeted the air warriors on Air Force Day. The Vice President said in a tweet that the valorous and indomitable Indian Air Force plays a vital role in steadfastly protecting the nation and its sovereignty. The Prime Minister said, in line with the motto of the Indian Air Force, "Touch the sky with glory," the IAF has shown exceptional dexterity for decades. He said air warriors have secured the nation and have also shown remarkable human spirit during disasters. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said the IAF is known for its valour, excellence, performance and professionalism. Mr. Shah said the nation salutes their determination for protecting the country's skies and assisting the countrymen during natural calamities. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said the Indian Air Force is a modern, highly trained and exceptional command of national security architecture.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a 3-day visit to Gujarat beginning tomorrow. During his visit, Mr. Modi will dedicate and lay the foundation stone of development projects worth over 14,500 crore rupees in the state. Mr. Modi will visit Mehsana, Bharuch, Jamnagar and Ahmedabad. On the first day of his visit, the Prime Minister will preside over a public function to dedicate to the nation and lay the foundation stone of projects worth over 3,900 crore rupees in Mehsana. He will declare village Modhera as India's first 24/7 solar-powered village. This project, which is first of its kind, realizes the Prime Minister's vision of solarization of the Sun Temple town of Modhera. During his 3-day visit to Gujarat, the Prime Minister will also dedicate and lay the foundation stone of projects worth over 1,460 crore rupees in Jamnagar. Our correspondent reports that these projects are related to irrigation, power, water supply and urban infrastructure.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will dedicate 2 packages of Saurashtra Narmada Avtaran irrigation, Sauni Yojana Link 3 and Link 7 at Jamnagar on Monday. With this, the waters of Narmada River will reach Jamnagar, Rajkot, Devbhumi, Dwarka and Porbandar in Saurashtra region. More than 170 kilometers of pipelines built at a cost of around 1,000 crore rupees will benefit around 1 lakh people of the region. Mr. Modi will also dedicate the 40 megawatt solar power plant at Haripur village in Jamnagar. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah today called for close cooperation between centre and states to achieve the vision of drug-free India. Mr. Shah said the government's zero-tolerance policy to curb the menace of drug trafficking is showing results and pitched for enhanced coordination between centre and states to crack down further. The Home Minister was speaking at the second regional meeting on drug trafficking and national security in Guwahati. He emphasized the importance of tracking the funding behind networks that dealt in drugs.
सभी राज्य और केंद्र सरकार की संबंधित एजेंसी और भारत सरकार का गृह विभाग और केंद्र सरकार के राजस्व विभाग, स्वास्थ्य विभाग और समाज कल्याण विभाग, ये सब मिलकर एक साझा रणनीति के तहत काम नहीं करते हैं तो ड्रग फ्री इंडिया का स्वप्न हमारा साकार नहीं हो सकता। हम सबकी ये जिम्मेदारी है कि आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के वर्ष में हम संकल्प ले कि हम ड्रग को रोकेंगे और मोदी जी के ड्रग फ्री इंडिया के लक्ष्य को अचीव करेंगे।
Mr. Shah said there is a link between drug traffickers and insurgency in the country and we must work to root out the drug cartel from India. About 40,000 kilograms of drugs which were confiscated by various units of the Narcotics Control Bureau in the northeastern states were destroyed virtually by the Union Home Minister. Mr. Shah also chaired a review meeting at the Northeastern Space Application Centre, NESAC, this evening. The Shillong-based centre is a joint initiative of the Department of Space and the Northeastern Council. The NESAC helps augment the developmental process in the Northeast by providing advanced space technology support. Earlier in the day, Mr. Shah addressed a Karyakarta Sammelan in Guwahati. The Home Minister, along with BJP President JP Nadda, also inaugurated the new party office in Guwahati. Speaking at the events, the Home Minister said the central government is committed to the development of the northeastern states and within 5 years, flood problems of Assam will be solved. Mr. Shah said that Narendra Modi government brought peace in Northeast. He said that nearly 9,000 youths laid down arms and returned to the mainstream in the region during the last 8 years. He said the Armed Forces Special Power Act has been removed from almost 80% of areas of northeastern states.
यहाँ पर हजारों युवा हाथ में हथियार लेकर घूमते थे, अलग अलग प्रकार के आंदोलन होते थे, बंद होते थे और इसके कारण नॉर्थ ईस्ट का विकास नहीं होता। मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में बोडोलैंड का समझौता हुआ, कार्बी आंगलों का समझौता हुआ, 5 आदिवासी ग्रुपों का समझौता हुआ, ब्रू समस्या का समाधान हुआ, सीमाओं का विवाद भी सुलझाने का काम आगे बढ़ा और जो असम कभी आतंकवाद, आंदोलन, गोलीबारी से जाना जाता था, वो असम आज रोजगार, विकास और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए जाना जाने लगा है।
The Indian Coast Guard, in a joint operation with Gujarat Anti-Terrorist Squad, apprehended a Pakistani boat with 6 crew members in Indian waters last night. The members were carrying around 50 kilograms of heroin worth 350 crore rupees. According to an official release, the boat and the crew members were taken to Jakhau for further investigation by agencies. This is the 6th such joint operation by the Indian Coast Guard and Gujarat Anti-Terrorist Squad in the last 1 year. The External Affairs Ministry today said all serious and conscientious members of the global community have a role and responsibility to call out international terrorism, especially of a cross-border nature. Ministry spokesperson Arindam Bagchi said this in response to media queries on comments regarding Jammu and Kashmir during the recent joint press conference of the foreign ministers of Germany and Pakistan. He said Jammu and Kashmir has borne the brunt of such a terrorist campaign for decades and this continues till now. He pointed out that foreign nationals have been victims there as also in other parts of India. He added that the UN Security Council and FATF are still pursuing Pakistan-based terrorists involved in the horrific 26/11 Mumbai attacks. The spokesperson said when states do not recognize such dangers, either because of self-interest or indifference, they undermine the cause of peace and do not promote it. He further said that they also do grave injustice to the victims of terrorism.
You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Indian Air Force celebrates its 90th anniversary, displays prowess with 80 military aircraft and helicopters in dazzling air show at Chandigarh. New weapons system branch of Indian Air Force to be set up. New combat uniform for Indian Air Force personnel unveiled. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Gujarat tomorrow. Developmental projects worth over 14,000 crore rupees to be launched. Union Home Minister Amit Shah calls for close cooperation between centre and states for the vision of drug-free India. 12 people killed in a road mishap on Mumbai-Aurangabad highway in Maharashtra. Coast Guard apprehends Pakistani boat with heroin worth 350 crore rupees off Gujarat coast. Several parts of North India witness heavy rainfall. Snowfall lashes higher reaches of Uttarakhand. And in women's cricket, India beat Bangladesh by 59 runs in round-robin encounter of T20 Asia Cup in Sylhet. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
In Maharashtra, 12 people were killed and 30 others injured in a road accident in Nashik. The incident occurred after a bus collided with a tanker on the Mumbai-Aurangabad highway in the wee hours, leading to a huge blast. Some passengers who got trapped inside were killed in the inferno. The bus was heading to Mumbai from Yavatmal. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde ordered a detailed inquiry into the road mishap in Nashik. Mr. Shinde also instructed the officials to conduct a survey to identify the places in the state where accidents happen frequently and take necessary action. Maharashtra Chief Minister also visited the accident spot. He met the injured, admitted in the district government hospital at Nashik. Earlier, the Chief Minister announced an ex gratia of 5 lakh rupees to the next of kin of the deceased, while the seriously injured would be given 2 lakh rupees. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have expressed condolences to the families who lost their loved ones in the tragedy. The Prime Minister announced an ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees each from Prime Minister's National Relief Fund to the next of kin of each of the deceased. The injured would be given 50,000 rupees each. In Rajasthan, 4 people were killed and 16 others suffered injuries due to multiple gas cylinder explosions in Jodhpur today. Several vehicles were burnt after 6 gas cylinders exploded simultaneously. 3 children were among the dead. The injured have been admitted to Mahatma Gandhi Hospital, Jodhpur. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Union Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat and Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot expressed grief over the incident and wished speedy recovery to the injured.
Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari, along with Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, jointly inaugurated the 81st annual session of the Indian Roads Congress in Lucknow today. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Gadkari said, "The dream of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is to make our economy number 1 in the world, and good infrastructure is necessary for that." He said the new innovations developed in Indian Roads Congress will help in it. The Union Minister said projects worth 5 lakh crore rupees will start in Uttar Pradesh by 2024.
The Election Commission has received the response of former Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray in connection with the dispute between him and Chief Minister Eknath Shinde about election symbol of Shiv Sena party, bow and arrow. Earlier yesterday, the Commission has asked Mr. Thackeray to submit his response by 2 p.m. today. The Shinde-led faction has also submitted a memorandum seeking allocation of the symbol to it in view of by-election to Andheri East Assembly constituency. In a letter, the Commission had asked Mr. Thackeray to furnish his comments along with requisite documents. The BJP today released the names of 3 candidates for the upcoming assembly by-elections in Haryana, Telangana and Uttar Pradesh. The polling is scheduled to be held on the 3rd of next month. Counting will take place on the 6th of November.
Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashwani Ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of cinema, journey of Tamil films.
The first Tamil silent film, Keechakavadam, was made by R. Nataraja Mudaliyar in 1918. In 1931, within 7 months after Alamara's release, Kalidas, a Tamil talkie, directed by H.M. Reddy, was released. Madras, now Chennai, became the film capital of South Indian films and secondary hub for Hindi films as well as Sri Lankan cinema. Dravidian movement leader C.N. Annadurai wrote Velaikari in 1949 and Or Iruva in 1951. M. Karunanidhi penned blockbuster Parasakti in 1952 and introduced Shivaji Ganeshan, one of the greatest actors of the country.
நிச்சயமாக இல்லை. கோவிலிலே குழப்பம் விளைவித்தேன். கோவில் கூடாது என்பதற்காக அல்ல. கோவில் கொடியவரின் கூடாரமாய் இருக்க கூடாது என்பதற்காக. பூசாரியை தாக்கினேன். அவன் பக்தன் என்பதற்காக அல்ல. பக்தி பகல் வேஷமாய் ஆகிவிட்டதை கண்டிப்பதற்காக. உனக்கேன் இவ்வளவு அக்கறை? உலகத்தில் யாருக்கும் இல்லாத அக்கறை என்று கேட்பீர்கள். நானே பாதிக்கப்பட்டேன். நேரடியாக பாதிக்கப்பட்டேன். சுயநலம் என்பீர்கள். என் சுயநலத்திலே பொதுநலமும் கலந்திருக்கிறது.
After these three films, the Tamil industry went for a revolutionary change and set the tone for political upheaval. M.G. Ramachandran, who emerged as the swashbuckling hero, became a superstar representing the core Tamil values and culture. The political impact of the films was so much that resulted in seeing 5 chief ministers from the film industry, such as C.N. Annadurai, M. Karunanidhi, M.G. Ramachandran, V.N. Janaki, and J. Jayalalitha.
Veda Vihara Jeeveshwara Shankara Nada Sharira Para Veda Vihara Jeeveshwara Shankara.
Directors like Krishnan Panju, A. Bhim Singh, B.R. Pantulu, Sridhar, K. Balachandar, J. Mahendran, Bharati Raja, Balu Mahendra, Mani Ratnam and Shankar took Tamil films to creative zenith. Actors like Gemini Ganeshan, Jay Shankar, Ravi Chandran, Kamala Hassan, Rajnikant, Vijay-Kant, Satyaraj, Karthik, Vijay and Ajit became torchbearers of the Tamil film industry. Great composers like G. Ramanathan, Subbaya Naidu, K.V. Mahadevan, M.S. Vishwanathan, Ungal Virupam and soundtrack program Oli Chitram helped Tamil cinema immensely. Over the last quarter of the 20th century, Tamil films are theatrically released in Singapore, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Japan, the Middle East, parts of Africa, Oceania, Europe, North America and other countries. In tomorrow's episode, we will bring you the story of Kannada and Malayalam films.
आजाद भारत की बात आकाशवाणी के साथ can be accessed on at AIR News Alerts on Twitter, News on AIR official YouTube channel, News on AIR app, Facebook and Instagram handles. So tune in to All India Radio News for Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashwani ke saath. An explosion caused the partial collapse of a Kirch bridge that was linking the Crimean Peninsula with Russia today. Russian authorities said that a truck bomb has caused a fire and the collapse of a section of a bridge in which 3 people died as a result of the explosion. Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered the creation of a government panel to deal with the emergency. The 19-kilometer Kirch Road and Rail Bridge is not only strategically important but the only bridge linking the Russian mainland to the Crimean Peninsula.
On to sports and women's cricket, India defeated hosts Bangladesh by 59 runs in a round-robin encounter of the ongoing T20 Asia Cup in Sylhet. Chasing the target of 160 runs set by the visitors, Bangladesh scored 100 for 7 in the stipulated 20 overs. Opting to bat first, India posted 159 for 5 in the stipulated 20 overs. Opener Shafali Verma and Smriti Mandhana gave a flying start with a 96-run partnership. Jemima Rodriguez contributed 35 runs. Harmanpreet Kaur has been rested today and Smriti Mandhana is leading India. In another match of the day, Sri Lanka beat Malaysia by 72 runs. In men's cricket, India will take on South Africa in the second one-day international 3-match series in Ranchi tomorrow. The match will start at 1:30 p.m. Indian time. BCCI announced that Washington Sundar, the off-spinning all-rounder, has been named as the replacement for Deepak Chahar for the last 2 one-day internationals against South Africa. Chahar is suffering from a back injury. The hosts lost the first match of the series. The third and final match of the series will be played in New Delhi on the 11th of October.
Several parts of North India witnessed heavy rainfall today. The India Meteorological Department, IMD, has issued an orange alert and forecast heavy to very heavy rainfall in Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, West Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat till tomorrow. Talking to AIR News, a senior scientist in the IMD, Dr. R.K. Jenamani, said that whole parts of Delhi and adjoining areas have received moderate rainfall, which will reduce from tomorrow. Mr. Jenamani attributed the rainfall to the introduction of western disturbance.
Today, the rain has occurred almost all areas of NCR Delhi, including Ghaziabad and Noida, Gurgaon. Also, the rain has been continuing over adjoining Haryana, East Rajasthan and West UP. In fact, whole UP, and then over the hills, Uttarakhand and Himachal and Gujarat. And this rain has been due to interaction of a western disturbance that moved from west as a trough in westerly at mid and upper level, and the lower level trough in easterly that pump moisture from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. And this will continue tonight and then reduce from tomorrow, particularly over Haryana, Delhi. And from 10th, there will be hardly any rain. However, cloudy and drizzle will be there for 10th, and thereafter it will be further reduced to clear sky. We have mainly the orange color alert for Uttarakhand on today night and tomorrow, and Uttar Pradesh and East Rajasthan for heavy to very heavy rainfall, and West Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat region.
Snowfall lashed higher reaches of mountains in the hilly districts of Uttarakhand today as rains in the lower areas made it cold. Snowfall and rain continued in the upper areas of Chamoli, Uttarkashi, Bageshwar and Rudraprayag districts, with Kedarnath also receiving snow. Hemkund Sahib in Chamoli district and Gangotri in Uttarkashi also received snowfall for the second consecutive day. Heavy rainfall has affected normal life in Almora, Bageshwar and Nainital. Overcast conditions with intermittent rains prevailed in the lower areas of the hills and the plains, including Dehradun.
A look at the weather forecast across the country. Tomorrow, national capital Delhi will have a generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. The minimum temperature will be 21 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature around 24 degrees Celsius. Mumbai will have a partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature will be 25 degrees, maximum will hover around 30. Kolkata will have a partly cloudy sky with possibility of moderate rain or thunderstorm. Minimum temperature will be 27 degrees, maximum around 35. Chennai will have thunderstorm with rain. Minimum temperature will be 26 degrees, maximum around 30. Srinagar and Jammu will have a mainly clear sky. Minimum temperature in Srinagar will be 8 degrees, maximum around 28 degrees Celsius. Jammu, the minimum temperature will be 18 degrees, maximum around 32. Muzaffarabad will have a mainly clear sky. Leh and Gilgit will have a mainly clear sky too. In the south, Hyderabad will have a generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. In the northeast, Guwahati will have a generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Itanagar and Shillong will have a partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Agartala, Imphal, Kohima, Aizawl will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Indian Air Force celebrates its 90th anniversary, displays prowess with 80 military aircraft and helicopters in dazzling air show at Chandigarh. New weapons system branch of Indian Air Force to be set up. New combat uniform for Indian Air Force personnel unveiled. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Gujarat tomorrow. Developmental projects worth over 14,000 crore rupees to be launched. Union Home Minister Amit Shah calls for close cooperation between centre and states for the vision of drug-free India. 12 people killed in a road mishap in Mumbai-Aurangabad highway in Maharashtra. Coast Guard apprehends Pakistani boat with heroin worth 350 crore rupees off Gujarat coast. Several parts of North India witness heavy rainfall. Snowfall lashes higher reaches of Uttarakhand. And in women's cricket, India defeat Bangladesh by 59 runs in round-robin encounter of T20 Asia Cup in Sylhet. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.